Hi guys, it's Alexa here with Kelowna now. I have a special guest. I don't always get someone that looks this cute beside me.
You don't have a lot of ladybugs?
No, I
Oh.
don't. So I am here with Pixie and Dot. So Dot is here. And I am so thrilled because they're new to the community. They've been around for, they were saying offline, around 2 years. But Dot, can you tell the people like me, who are you and what are you guys about?
Well, I am Dot the Ladybug from Pixie and Dot, and we are a children's theater company. We are adults, professional adults performing for children and families. And we're basically kids of all ages. If you want to come see a show that will make you smile from ear to ear and giggle, that's what we do. We have 6 shows a season and a big Christmas production, a panto in December. So 7 shows total, and yeah, it's so much fun. You get to come before the show and meet the cast and do a little coloring and craft. We have a little craft room, and then you see the show, and then afterwards you get to sometimes have a little dance party.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super fun.
So, you and who else started this? So, like, can you talk about the why and why you thought Kelowna
Yes.
needed this?
So when I'm not dressed up as Dot, I and my artistic director, Don Ewan, we have been both in the performing arts for, if you put it all together, about six decades. It's a long time if you combine all of our years. Don Ewan is a professional director and choreographer who has worked mainly in Vancouver, but relocated back to Kelowna because of family. And I have been in the performing arts since I was 12. So I'm a mom. I have 2 adult children, and there just isn't a lot for families to do in the arts to experience together. And we just thought art and education goes together. Play therapy, exploration is such a great way to learn. And so we just combined all of our loves together to make Pixie and Dot. And we do, our theater shows are about 50 to 65 minutes usually. They're fast-paced. They are high energy, interactive. We have family-friendly and kid-friendly seating, so you don't have to sit in a theater seat and like sort of be quiet. You can move and wiggle. We have cushion seating and chairs. There's lots of options, and if you need to do a little walk around, that's cool too. It's geared to kids for families, and it is just a joy to produce this kind of theater in the Okanagan.
Where do you guys actually do you have your own theater, or do you kind of bounce around?
Yeah, so we partner with the Balsam School, which is at 604 Costin in the new Soul building. They have the whole 3rd floor in that new building, and we are their partners. So we do all of our shows and our rehearsals out of that space. And it's a great neighborhood because there's lots of families now. It's walkable. There's lots of parking. It's in the cultural district, so it's great. Families can come to a show and then go to the library or go to the park or go do something downtown.
Have a full day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we do 3 shows a day when we do our show weekend. So Saturday and Sundays, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. shows, both Saturday and Sunday. So we kind of tried to design it around when we might be napping or when we might be trying to stay awake so that we can get to dinner time. So we really thought about all of those little pieces for families. Yeah.
So why, you obviously have the background of theater experience, but is children like something, like this is about children and family and connection and having fun? Like, would you just say you're a big kid at heart, or like, where does
as a ladybug today? So
where does that come from? Like, were you just super imaginative as a kid?
Yeah, and I engaged in a lot of theater. I attended theater, but I also performed in theater as a kid. I took my children to theater when they were younger, and it was just such an enriching experience. It's a great way to learn about yourself and where you fit in your community, and also learn about things like sharing,
like team building.
Yeah. And there's just, my career is also in education, so I work for an online school that is part of what the Balsam School grouping is. So I think that it's a marriage for me of my two passions, my passion for education, but also my passion for performing arts, and theater.
Are you guys looking for more people to join the
Yes.
theater, or like volunteers?
Yes, yes. We love volunteers at Pixie and Dot. We have an amazing group of people who help out with things like front of house.
Yeah.
They help out with costuming and set design and prop making. We're always looking for volunteers who are creative and want a little outlet. We also do general auditions once or twice a year.
Okay.
So if you have a desire and a passion to perform, even if you have limited experience, this is a great way to get your feet wet. If you can sing, if you're a musician, we love to hear from you because
Cool.
Yeah,
we actually have so many talented people. Here in the Okanagan.
It's insane actually.
Yeah.
We just did Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Oh my gosh, I want to go.
It was really fun and the music was amazing, and I had so many parents say to me, oh, wow, like I didn't expect the music to be that great. And I'm like, we have amazing musicians in this town, singers and dancers, and it's really fun.
I don't have kids, so I think, and I want to go, so
you should come.
I just love, I'm a big kid at heart too. I love Disney movies. My husband's always joking with me. He even put it in our vows, and he's just like, Alexa, find Alexa on a Sunday. She's watching a kid movie and having a coffee in the morning. Like, it's that childhood. We have it in us, and we have to grow up one day and be an adult, but we all just want that imagination, that kid imagination.
It's true. We often have more adults in our audiences than kids. And people say to us all the time, oh, I'd love to come see that, but I feel weird buying a ticket. It's like, no, you don't have to be a kid or bring a kid to come and see a Pixie and Dot show. I guarantee you will leave with a smile on your face. Even my parents were here for the last show, and my dad is not a big theater guy. But he had so much fun watching the kids in the audience react to Goldilocks and the Three Bears. That's all he talked about was like, did you see that little girl? She was hiding.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it was super cute. And then kids doing bear claws. It was adorable.
Oh, fun.
It's super fun.
So I know you also have some classes, so maybe we can touch on that. These are new classes?
These are new classes. We are launching 2 classes this spring. And if we scroll to, so Go Dog Go is our next show. Just a quick shout out to Go Dog Go, May 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th. You can find ticket information on our website, pixieanddot.ca. And then if you scroll a little bit further, we've got 2 classes that we're really excited. So the first one is Snuggle and Sway. It starts May 1st at the Balsam School. It's on a Thursday class. And this is for caregivers and babies. And it is with an instructor. So half an hour of instruction with dance with your baby. And then half hour of parent connection time, which I think is really key. I know when I was at home with my littles, it can be very isolating. So we just wanted to create an opportunity for families to find out about Pixie and Dot, but also get out in the community, explore some arts really early. The sooner the better. We love arts education from day one. And then the second class will be later the same day, so May 1st. And it's a baby boogie, we're calling it. So 12 months to 3 years, caregivers and toddlers dancing together with an instructor. Again, same format, half an hour of a fun class with an instructor, and then another half hour of connecting and just communing with your children, like doing something fun and productive with your children that isn't
sitting in front of screens.
We're big on creating opportunities for kids to engage in imaginative non-screen time play. So one of the things we do at every show, every kid goes home with what we call a Pixie Pack. And a Pixie Pack has a little craft in it that is related to the show. So go home and make a finger puppet that is related to the show. And we hear from families all the time that their kids go home and play Pixie and Dot and put on shows, which is like,
you guys need your own TV show, it sounds like.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for
I'm like, Dot, I want to watch it. But no, we want you to come and enjoy the theater experience.
Yeah, we do. We do definitely. That is something that we really, that non-screen time play is so important. And just allowing kids to see how we make a lot of things out of cardboard. We really think outside the box. So this is a ladybug costume. A bear costume might not be an actual bear costume. So we really try and engage in that, like, what can we use that we already have at home to make characters and set pieces and props. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's super fun.
I just love also these classes. Like, I don't even have kids, but I know that I hear women that are at home, and women are working. They're used to being out and about.
Yes.
And then you go home and you're like, well, I have a baby. I can't really go anywhere. You know, like, and then you feel alone, or
can be very isolating for
so
sure.
I think it's super important for women to get out there, or even try to go to class. Maybe you don't make it through the whole class.
No, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's the space and the sort of attitude that we have is come and enjoy what you can, and if you need to leave early. We know that kids are unpredictable, which is why we have 3 showtimes a day when we do our shows. And if you need to get up and wander, if you need to take a little break and come back, that's totally fine. Yeah. And we see capacity building in our kiddos. We have littles who have been coming from the age of like 2.5, who couldn't sit through a whole show 2 years ago, who now can sit through a whole show because they've learned that it's okay to be a kid here. Yeah, it's okay to be a kid here.
Love that. Adults included.
Adults included. Please come and participate. There's always something in every show that is actually for the adults.
Yeah, and you learn something again. You're like,
yeah. Learn to be a kid again.
Yeah.
Get it.
Well, we're going to actually, no, you're lucky. Best of Kelowna launched nominations, so make sure you go nominate Pixie and Dot. They probably fit under a few of those categories, actually.
Yeah.
So make sure you go nominate them. And Dot, thank you so much for joining me,
and
I look forward
pleasure.
to actually coming and watching a show.
You should. Let us know. We'll get you on the list.
Nice.
And I have a little. It's a sticker. You're now an official Pixie pal.
Perfect.
Yep.
I'll add it to my elf costume.
Perfect.
Yeah, head elf.
Head elf is definitely a Pixie pal.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.